Hey everybody, I'm Scott Lawin. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Candy Digital. We are a digital fan engagement platform. We work with licensed brand partners in sports, entertainment, and culture. Talk a little bit about what we've learned since we launched our platform. We started the business back in 2020 at a time where I like to say very few people knew how to spell NFT. Grew rapidly in the 2021 NFT summer, and have learned a lot along the way with our licensed brand partners as well as our customers around the world. So what do? We built Candy really with this idea that digital assets were going to be the new connective tissue for fans and for customers. And that the technology that was out there, the idea of the promise of digital ownership, the idea of kind of globally connected communities was a really powerful one, but that the on-ramp, particularly for folks who weren't Web3 native or crypto native, and for brands that were exploring this space, the tool set wasn't there, and the platform wasn't there to connect those communities in a powerful way. And so what we built at Candy was sort of a soup to nuts business model, where from licensing to content creation to marketing to asset production to distribution to community support is all there. And we went and we had conversations with some of the largest brands in the world. We started in the sports space. And our first partner was Major League Baseball. The reason that we started in sports, we saw the world of physical collectibles. We saw communities that were out there that were connected around the stories that they loved, the teams, the players, the history, and the achievements. And we knew that we could extend and enhance those experiences digitally. Over the course of the last few years, we've partnered with other premium brands around the world: NASCAR, Netflix, DC Comics, Warner Brothers, et cetera, Getty Images. And what really unites all of those different communities and those different brands together is that there isn't just a single product, there isn't just a single story to tell. These are living, breathing content businesses, content owners, with communities that are multi-generational, that have history, that are at the forefront of new technology, but also look back to really powerful stories and moments that happen every single day, but also reference things that connect people personally and are important to them in their own lives. What we try to do in everything that we create, and what I think is really sort of at the heart of what resonates with these communities, is connecting people to what they love in a new way. What we have found is that trying to replace or trying to change people's behavior, going from IRL to digital, generally isn't something that's going to catch fire with people. There's always going to be a small group of folks who want to try the new thing, want to be at the bleeding edge. But ultimately, what resonates with these communities is enhancing and expanding the activities that they're already participating in. And so we think about building and creating for each of our partners and for our customers these spectrums of activities that are digital only, digital physical, and digital experiential. And not just creating a product, but building out ecosystems that really touch on what it means to be a fan or what it means to be a customer. Now, each of those is going to be different. Someone who is a DC Comics fan and is really deep in the Batman lore is going to care about different things than somebody who's a LA Dodgers fan and is really interested in what's happening this season and who the player trades are and things like that. And so a one-size-fits-all approach, even at the height of the market, never really made sense to us, because what we're finding even now, sort of 2 or 3 years into it, and 1 million customers and 3 million NFTs out in the marketplace, is that different people want different things, and they want to see those things have a balance of consistency and novelty over time. What do I mean by that? Our core products and the things that we find our customers care the most about are the things that they can attach emotional, community, and identity value to over time. And that can be very simply the new version of a trading card. Our core product is something that we call an MLB icon, which is our digital version of a baseball card. But it takes advantage of the fact that it's minted on chain, it has scarcity and rarity, and most powerfully, not just incorporates multiple types of media, but creates a new record and a new relationship between Major League Baseball, a particular team, or a particular player, and that fan. That message for folks who don't own a crypto wallet, who care more about the insanity of the latest sort of meme coin, and aren't really interested in learning more about the tech. What resonates with them is using a digital asset or giving them the opportunity to engage and experience a digital asset that helps them tell their story and connects them to an experience they might not otherwise have. How does that work for us? Very simply with baseball, we create digital trading cards, we create digital tickets, we gamify those, we have collection challenges, we have loyalty and rewards programs. Some of our customers participate in all of those, and some of those customers believe that this is the future of fandom for them. And as we can continue to blend that experience of watching a game on television, going to a stadium, and then connecting that to the digital community that they're a part of, that enhances and improves their experience. What it also does is it provides a new source of data and information for the league and for the teams. And so if I'm a Mets fan and I go to a Mets game, I redeem a digital ticket from Candy because I went there, suddenly now the Mets have information about my fandom and my participation that frankly they haven't had at this point. Major League Baseball on average knows 20% of the people who walk through the turnstiles at their games. This season, we will introduce digital tickets for every single Major League Baseball game. That'll be upwards of 2,000 games, 20,000 people who attend each of those games. There is a massive opportunity for us to onboard people into the space for the first time. Even if those folks don't do anything other than start to collect that digital memorabilia, what that does is it helps them improve their profile as a fan, and it gives the league and the teams and the players an opportunity to connect with them in a different way. So as people go and collect those digital tickets, our version of the PO app, suddenly now, after 10 games, the Mets might say, hey, Scott's a real fan. He's been to 10 games this year. I'm going to give him an opportunity to go to batting practice, right? Or have a meet and greet with a player. And those are the types of experiences that we've provided to our customers and our fans. A different version of that is what we do with Warner Brothers and DC Comics. That experience in storytelling through digital comic books, through the characters, through the plot lines, and frankly through the artwork. There's a medium now to connect those fans, not just to the Jim Lees of the world, kind of the most powerful storytellers in the comic sphere, and the artists who create the work. There's also an opportunity, and we facilitated this, for those fans to actually create some of the canon and the lore. So we merged with a company last year called Palm NFT Studio. They had put together a bat cowl collection, which was let's see, we've got some cowl holders in the audience, which was really, I think, sort of one of the premier generative collections in the space. Not just because it was fantastic art, not just because it connected that community on a global level, but it opened the door to allow that community to work directly with the artists and the storytellers at DC to actually create a new character. The Legacy Cowl and a new collection that we recently launched. So these are the types of experiences that take fandom from something that is speculative to something that is collaborative. And that's really where we see this continuing to go, whether that's through gamification, whether that's through identity, or whether that's through continuing to build these connected ecosystems. And happy to chat with anyone who's interested after the talk. Thanks.
Everybody give it up for Scott.